Hello there everybody, this is Andrew and welcome to Tsukihime Part 2. So where we left off, we finally got back to school it seems, after we met with the sensei girl which disappeared with her briefcase which contained, I don't know what it contained, and the old man, and did somebody say old? No, you don't appear in this episode, you stupid little fuck. Oh, I'm sorry. Get back to the hospital. The classroom is no place for old people, you know?
But I'm the headmaster of this school.
How can you be a doctor and a headmaster of this school, for crying out loud?
Don't ask, it's difficult to explain.
Fine. I guess you can be in this episode, but you must promise me to behave, okay, old man?
Yes, sure, whatever. I'm in an episode, you fucking bitches.
Okay, get out of here.
What? No.
Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's go. Autumn. The last traces of summer are disappearing today. Thursday halfway through October. This is the day when I, Toko Shiki, return home. It's been 8 years since I left. Shiki, hurry up. You're going to be late for school. I hear... that must have been a female. I hear Keiko-san's voice floating in from the kitchen. Okay, I'm leaving. I'll call back. I placed my hands together in the room that was mine at the Arima's up until now. What? I'm going. Thanks for letting me live with you all these last 8 years. Let me do the math. 9 plus 8. So he's 17 now. Freaking perfect. Clap, clap. Clap, clap, clap. I hold my hands together in a prayer. Then, grabbing my only bag, I leave the room that had become so familiar. I walk through the entrance to the Arima's house, then turn to face it. Shiki. Keiko-san? Oh, no, wait. Shiki. Keiko-san, who had come to the door to see me off, calls my name somberly. See you later. Take care. Oh, no, wait. Oh, my God. See you later. Take care, Mom. It'll be easier to tell me who says what, you know? What a strange thing to say. I won't be coming back. Never again will I pass through this door as a member of the Arima family. Why? Are you moving out? Thanks for looking after me. Please give my regards to Father, too. Keiko-san simply nods. 8 years. The eyes of the person that had been my mother look so sad. I don't think I've ever seen her like that before.
I'm sure it'll be hard for you at Tono's house. Please watch yourself. Your body's weak. You mustn't overdo it.
Oh, don't worry, Mom. I'm not an 80-year-old anymore. You don't have to scold me again. I'll be okay. After 8 years, I'm just as healthy as anyone else. I'm a lot tougher than I look.
I suppose you're right, but the tons are different from everyone else. I'm worried they'll be too much for you.
I know what Keiko-san means. My home from today forth will be a mansion, an uncommon sight in this day and age. Not only is the house amazing, but the family itself is highly respected. It's said they hold significant investments in many corporations. To top things off, it's my true home. The Arimas have only been looking after me. But it's already decided. It's something that's decided already.
Alright.
No, wait. Alright, I'll be heading off then. Thanks for taking care of me. I repeat those words one last time and turn my back on the household that you've grown so accustomed to over these past 8 years.
Don't talk to strangers, honey. And don't forget to eat your vegetables.
Yes, Mom, I'm not a... Jesus Christ, leave me alone. Let me grow up, for crying out loud. Ugh. I leave the Arimas and start walking to school with a heavy heart. 8 years ago, I recovered from a serious injury that normally would have meant death. And I was entrusted to the Arimas, family branching off from the Tono family. I had lived with my real parents at the Tono mansion up until I was 9, and then I lived with the Arimas for 8 years until now, my second year of high school. I lived a normal life as an adopted son. I was adopted! Dun 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 dun! From the time I met Sensei, those special circumstances Sensei told me about the sheep part never happened. And the glasses hid the lines from me as long as I wore them. The life of Tono Shiki was a peaceful one. I meandered along gently until a few days ago, the day when the head of the Tono family sent word to me. The head, huh? Return to the Tono mansion, the very family that until now has shunned me. I sigh again. To be perfectly honest, even before the accident, I'd never gotten along with the Tono household. Maybe as a kid I never liked the formality demanded by the family. Perhaps that's why I said nothing when the old man told me I was going to live with the Arimas.
Hey, I told you! I warned you before, but no! No one listens to the old man!
I told you, you're not supposed to be in this episode.
What they say, the old right there, can you see? It's right there, look.
Give my mouse back.
No! It's my mouse! I want to put it in my asshole.
You won't get your own mouse, Jesus Christ, get out of here. I think it turned out well. Yeah, I think so too. I got along well with my adopted parents, Keiko-san and Fumio-san. It was as if they were my real parents. I lived a normal life in the loving family of the Arimas like a real son. Just like I always wished. I don't regret living there, except for one thing. My little sister, 1 year younger than me, remained behind with the Tonos. Ahiha. I bet she hates me now. It would only be natural. She had to live in that mansion all by herself under the constant supervision of that hard-headed old man.
Did somebody say
no? They don't. They're not talking about you.
But I'm the old man.
You can't be my father, you little bitch.
Get out of here, I'm your fodder. You know, go make me a sandwich.
You go say that to Mom, not to me. I'm 70 years old. I'm supposed to be moving out by now.
Then why don't you do that, you little punk? Get out of here, I don't want to see you.
Fine, I will. I could easily imagine what Akira thought to me, the one who escaped. I uttered another sigh. I can't help it. What's going to happen will happen. Today after school, I'll return to my true home. Lord knows what'll occur. But for now, I got more pressing problems. My watch shows 7:45. Oh, what? Oh, I can scroll back and see what I missed, if I missed anything. Homeroom starts at 8 o'clock sharp, and anyone who isn't in class by 8 is marked as late. Clutching my bag, I start sprinting towards school. You do that. Huff, 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 huff. I managed to make it in school in less than 10 minutes. Wow, you are quick. I enter from the back gate, accomplishing a feat that would bring the track scouts running if they knew. Come to think of it, today's also the last day I'll come in through the back gate. The Arima and Tono's house are on opposite side of the school, with the Arimas being behind, while the Tono's is in front. Obviously, I'll be coming through the front gate in the future. And I quite like the lonely atmosphere back here too. For some reason, the back gate at our school isn't really popular. Only 10 people or so, myself included, actually use it. Oh. It's quite and pretty devoid of people day or night. Clang, cling, cling, clang. Are you trying to, do bell sounds now? Like I said, pretty quiet. The sound of a hammer mixed with distant birds singing reaches my ears. Oh, that's supposed to be a hammer mixed with birds. Ugh. Hammering, huh? Hammer time. Clang, cling, clong. Oh, come on. A half rhythmical ringing comes from one corner of the courtyard. Something's. What is that? Homeroom begins in less than 10 minutes. I don't have time to stop and find out, but I'm pretty curious. Right now, we finally got to do our first decision. There's only a few minutes until homeroom. I'm curious, I'll go take a look, because I'm a fucking rebel and I want to be late for this school. The source of the noise soon becomes apparent as I walk towards the courtyard. Oh, by the end of this, I probably, hopefully, be doing all of the endings, if I find it. If not, I intend for this first playthrough to do my own choices and see what I end up with. Since this is a blind playthrough, you guys haven't figured that out already. After that, I will be using a walkthrough to get the other endings and see how they all are and blah blah blah. I walk towards the courtyard. A female student is, of course, because there's no other male people than me and probably my best friend, since, yeah, that's how visual novels are these days. 10 female students and just 2 male students. And one of them never gets to fuck 'em. A female student is crouching in the middle of the tree-lined path, working with a hammer and nails. What is she doing? There are only a few minutes left until homeroom. Maybe she doesn't have a watch. At the moment, that's the best I can come up with. Still, to notice and then just ignore her would be somewhat cruel. I approach her unhurriedly, trying not to surprise her, and speak. Oh, God. Hey, homeroom is starting soon.
Huh?
The scoutting girl raises her face. The ribbon on her uniform displays the color of a third year. The older student looks at me while holding her hammer. What are these lines supposed to mean?
They mean that.
Shut up. I wasn't asking you. It was a rhetorical question.
Oh, well.
Her gaze through those glasses is so direct I feel like I'm being pulled in. Her serious eyes make me want to apologize for bothering her. The splint she was facing is rotten beyond use. Come to think of it, our school rear's courtyard is in a terrible state of disrepair. The splints are neglected and the flower beds untended. Apparently, the teachers intend for the students to conduct a big cleanup at the end of the year, so the maintenance men have done nothing since summer. I take in the situation with a single glance. The girl with the hammer is repairing the broken down splints, paying no mind to the fact that her tidy uniform is being dirtied. She has sweat on her brow, and it looks like she had been swinging her hammer in a most serious manner. But as far as I know, there's nobody in charge of repairing public property at this school. What is it? The older student asked, adjusting her crooked glasses. Oh, God, be right back. Hey, guys. I'm back. Sorry about that. Now, let's see. The older student asks, adjusting her crooked glasses. Oh, it's nothing. I was just wondering what you were doing out here so late. You're supposed to be in class, girl.
As you can see, I'm in the middle of fixing the splints.
Yeah, I can see that. That's not what I meant. I was wondering why you were doing something like this. Want the maintenance people take care of it anyway? Don't ever laugh ever again. The older student laughed so high to hide her embarrassment.
I'm the kind of person who can't stand seeing a mess like this. I just can't leave them alone.
It seems as though she's repairing the splints because she just couldn't let them stay that way. What an odd senpai. That's why you're fixing it on your own? If you don't like the mess, why not just avoid coming here?
Well, my classroom is over there.
Senpai points to the second floor classroom facing the courtyard.
My seat is next to the window, so it's easy for me to see the courtyard. Well, usually I just bear it, but when I took my seat today, I was surprised to see all the splints in this area were broken.
Senpai's face clouded, as if to say, isn't that terrible? Apparently she's upset, although she doesn't look seriously angry.
You know what they say, strike while the iron's hot and all. I borrowed the tools from the office and decided to fix them myself.
And so the explanation ends. Making a bow, Senpai returns to hammering the nails. Well, that was pointless coming here just to meet her, and then she goes back to hammering the nails. No, okay, goodbye, I love you, or anything else. Alright, I understand all that, but how about we leave it here for now? Homeroom is in less than 5 minutes, and if it's this bad, won't the school get around to fixing it pretty soon?
No way!
Gripping her hammer, the senpai with glasses shakes her head furiously.
I won't be able to concentrate with a colonel like this, even if I go to class. It'll just sound like nonsense to me, and then the teacher will say, "Hey you, what are you staring at?" I'll get yelled at for sure.
Senpai continues to grip the hammer while she empathizes her point. Well, I suppose a teacher would be upset if you keep looking outside.
He would, wouldn't he? And that's why I have to do it now.
With that, Senpai begins her repairs once again, clumsily hammering away. She's obviously not used to using a hammer. Wait, aren't you gonna help her? Clang, clang rings the hammer as it hits the wood. When does a hammer sounds like clang, clang? That sounds like a bell, by God damn it. By the looks of it, there isn't just one or two broken splints, and I can't begin to guess how long it will take her to repair all of them on her own. The bell begins to ring. Oh, wait. Looks like the first period started. I give up, considering things have gotten to this point. I sit down silently and begin to help repairing the splints. There you go. That's a true friend. Once I begin to help, I quickly realize mending them isn't that difficult after all. Although the older student is not used to making repairs. She's quite skillful anyway. She has already gotten the hang of it, and work is proceeding at a brisk pace. Senpai's movements are quick and sharp, and I enjoy watching her. She really is quite clever. Before I know it, there's only one splint left to repair. 30 minutes have passed. I can't stay here any longer, and only one more would be no problem for Senpai. Well, I'll be going. I stand up and dust off my pants. The student with the glasses also stands up and begins to stare at me. Whoa. Hello. Why do you look so angry? Come to think of it, just who is she? I haven't given it any thought because of what I was doing, but when I stopped to consider her, I realized she's quite beautiful. Someone this good looking would be known by every Maine student. Ah, screw you! Oh. Sorry. I had to postpone something. Okay. They'd be talking about a third year beauty. I have to go. Don't work too hard, Senpai. She gives an obedient nod. Even though she's older than me, it's almost like dealing with someone younger.
Thank you for helping me. I'm glad you did.
She makes a quick bow.
Ah, look at that cute face.
I'll be sure to come say hello during lunch. Ah, don't forget to wash your hands, Toko-kun. Yes, that was her. Oh, yep, that was her. You too, Senpai. With that, I wave my hand and leave. Wait.
Wait.
Huh? Have I met you before? Wait. Oh, no, yeah. Have I met you before, Senpai?
Huh?
Senpai cries out in surprise and mischievously puts on a depressed face.
Toko-kun, you've forgotten about me?
What? Forgotten? No, I don't think so. If I had ever met a beautiful woman like her, there'd be no way I'd forget. She looks up at me reproachfully. Those eyes. I'm sure I remember from somewhere, don't I? Come to think of it, we'd had exchanged greetings once or twice before, hadn't we? Ciel Senpai, isn't it? Impressively, I suggest her name.
Yes, and I'm glad you remember. You seem the type to space out and forget, Toko-kun.
I don't think I spaced out, but there's nothing I can do to face about the fact that I forgot.
See you later, then. Sorry for keeping you.
Ciel Senpai bows again. I watch her go and start to walk towards the school building. And we finally get into class. When I reach my class, it's already the break after first period. I slip into the room while everyone's busy talking. My desk is at the window seat in the very back row, so I can sneak there without drawing any attention. And when attention is taken in the second period, everyone will probably say, "Hey, when did Toko get here?" It's a strange quirk in an otherwise dull class. But I guess that plan won't work this time. Oh God, who the heck is that?
Yo, Trump boy. It's totally unlucky to be late.
Huh, I sigh. Feels like reality is being hammered back into me after the pleasant time I spent with Senpai.
What's with your sore face of yours? Being late when I'm actually on time? What do you think you're doing?
Hey, listen, I'm not coming to school for your sake, you know?
What? But I'm coming to school for your sake. That's so unfair.
Words fail me. I wonder, like I have many times before, how I ended up knowing this guy. His hair dyed orange, his ears pierced, his vicious glare that screams he will pick a fight with anyone anytime, and he's wearing of rebellious clothes. Inui Arihiko is the only free-spirited outlaw in our university-oriented high school.
We've been bitter enemies since middle school, right? You make a carefree face like that for your rival, you better be prepared for trouble.
In any case, Arihiko is a loud guy.
Yo! Morning, Toko!
Before I knew it, everyone in class is looking my way and greeting me. Shut up, Arihiko. You're ruining my chance to slip into class unnoticed. And why am I your rival anyway? There are plenty of other tough guys around, so stop bothering me. Well, he still owes me close to 10,000 yen from middle school, so I guess that does make him my enemy.
Why you only mean to me, Toko?
Tono, you're like a saint to everyone else. It's not fair. Wait, you just figured that out? Life's not fair. I'm I don't know who's who now. You really are only mean to me. I didn't try particularly hard to be cold to Arihiko. That's just the kind of relationship we have. Oh, now I know who's who. By the way, Arihiko, what's a chronologically late night owl who never shows up until second period doing here in homeroom? It's a little no. It's very odd.
I was thinking that too. I guess being at school on time isn't just for when I happen to wake up early. I don't comment on your hobbies, but what I'm asking is why you woke up early. Why I woke up early? I guess it's because I can't stay out late since all that fuss started, so I actually go to sleep right now. At night now. You've heard stories about those serial killings, haven't you?
Serial killings? No, of course not. It's like the Abney had to do something with this. Serial killings? I see. Come to think of it, I did hear something like that. I feel a tinge of regret of needing Arihiko to remind me. For the past 2 or 3 days, I had been debating whether or not to return to the Hitono household, so I completely lost touch with the news. What was that again? They've given it some really nasty name, like the freakish serial killings or something.
There's more to it. So far, all victims have been young girls.
Ooh.
The 8th victim was only 2 days ago. And to top it all off, they were all... Wait, what happened to them again?
Arihiko tilts his head in contemplation. So, there's no trouble, right? They're only going for girls, and we're boys, so we shouldn't worry about that. I'm an idiot for asking him.
Yeah, I remember now. All the victims have cross-shaped slashes on their throats.
Ew. Oh, hey.
Oh, no, Inui-kun. Everyone who was killed lost a lot of blood.
Oh yeah, that was it. They said some kind of modern-day vampire or something.
You sure know a lot about...
No, wait. Huh. You sure know a lot about this, Yumizuka-san.
Not really. It's happening in this town, so it's in the news. You'd remember it if you didn't want to.
I see. I thought it was happening in the neighboring town, but I guess it moved down here.
Well, anyway, that's what happened. Even I wouldn't be going on the streets at night with a killer walking around. That's why I've been waking up at 7 lately.
What, that's it? Having a good reason doesn't make a good story. Where's the fun in that? I sit down while dealing with Arihiko. Man, you're cold. What, did you collapse from anemia this morning? No. I'm right, thanks for asking. I was an anemic... I'm lost. I don't know who's who anymore. If I was anemic 24 hours a day, I'd be dead by now.
Yeah, you're right. If you say you're okay, then I guess you're okay.
The bell rings while we're talking.
Hey, class about to begin. Hurry up and get back to your seat.
Yeah, alright. No, by the way, we'll have to lunch today in the cafeteria instead of the roof. I invited a special guest, so look forward to it.
Who's saying that?
With a schemical laugh, Arihiko returns to his seat.
See you later, Toko-kun.
Ah, yeah. Sorry for keeping you, Yumizuka-san. Oh,
See you later, Dog.
God damn it. Why isn't this like normal visual novels, where like it tells you who says what? Her light footstep taps across the floor as she returns to her desk. But it's still a mystery to me why she joined our conversation. She's just our classmate, she's not our friend. Who needs a female friend? It's lunchtime. Now then, where should I eat lunch? Eat lunch in class, go in the cafeteria, go out into the hallway to think about it. It's an interesting question, actually. He told us to go into the cafeteria because he had his guest. I guess it's a girl, since there's no more than 2 guys in a visual novel. You know what? Let's go to the cafeteria and see what that fuss is all about. The cafeteria is packed as usual. A long line of people waiting for their orders has developed. Casting a glance, the students holding their meal tickets, I sit down at Arihiko's table. So, Arihiko, who's the special guest?
That's odd. We arranged to meet here in the cafeteria. Hold on, I'll go check things out.
Arihiko runs off, leaving his curry udon. Shikara udon is my choice. I hope it returns before the noodles go stale.
It's no good. Looks like Senpai went somewhere.
Huh? Your guest is a senpai?
Yeah, she's a really cool girl. I've been hitting on her for the last few days, and I finally got her to agree to eat lunch together. Apparently she has someone she wants to thank today, so she's running around school looking for whoever it is.
I think I know who he's talking about. It seems like she's a busy person.
Yeah, she's kinda like those penny racers.
With a look of regret, Ariko spits in his chopsticks.
Well, I guess it can be helped. Anyway.
Itadakimatsu. Yes, itadakimatsu, whatever that might mean. Begin to slurp at our udon. Just what the heck are penny racers anyway? So, what was the real reason?
Huh? What do you mean?
The reason you were early this morning. You aren't the sort of person who comes to school early just because he gets up early, Arihiko-kun. I question Arihiko as I sit next to him eating my eating my meal. Arihiko gives an uncommented response as he slurps away the soup.
Are you going back to your real house today, Tono?
Yeah, I am. Wait, have I told you about that already?
Nah, I just heard it from the teacher.
Wait, did I tell the teacher about this?
Yeah, you told me, you idiot!
Hey, old man. I told you. Shouldn't be here at this time of the game.
Sorry, but I'm your teacher, you fool.
Arihiko continues to wolf down his curry udon without glancing in my direction. I thought maybe Toko will get really depressed, so I decided to check it out.
I see.
And your verdict?
Really disappointing. It wasn't worth getting up early for.
You really have too much time in your hands, Arihiko, I conclude as I bite into the white rice cake and my chikarara udon. That's the kind of person Arihiko is. Today is the day I return to the house of my real family, returning from the home of the adopted family who raised me. Arihiko must have heard about it somewhere and came to school early because he was worried about me. Arihiko, I think your appearance does you a disservice. You're really sentimental underneath.
if it's the always melancholy Tono telling me that, then maybe I'm the real thing.
Alikar slurps noisily as his noodles. So, what's going on? What's really going on?
What do you mean?
You've been living with the
You've been living with the Arima since primary school, right? It's been 8 years already. Your dad is basically fucked you in the ass. Why is he suddenly calling you back now?
He didn't fuck me in the ass, me. He just kicked me out of the house somehow.
Toko-kun, if there ever was a family that kicked their kid out of their house somehow, that's not a tragedy, it's a comedy. And I'd laugh my ass out of that. But it's so boring. It's not even funny.
Arihiko spreads his arms and shrugs. Refusing to be serious ever is one of Arihiko's easy-to-understand traits. Yeah, I guess you're right. If you get kicked out of the house, laughing is all you really can do. And then he said some cliché line like, never step foot in this house again, or something.
And then he said, never stand or something, right? That's what people would call disinheritance. Fucking in the ass. Come to think of it, I've never heard why you were fucked in the ass.
Who knows? That's something I'd like to know too. Well, if you don't
have to talk about it, you don't have to.
Did someone tell you that you have the same voice as your old man?
What? Somebody called for me?
No. It said that he had the same voice as you.
Oh.
Maybe their voice actor are the same. Who knows? Grabbing his bowl with both hands, Arihiko drains what is left of his hot curry soup. Lunchtime is short. Following Arihiko, I decide to quickly finish my meal. The last class of the day ends. I don't feel like going to the mansion right away, so I just blankly stare out of the window overlooking the school grounds. The classroom is dyed orange by the sunset. It's like red watercolor paint, and it hurts my eyes. I don't like red. I feel like it soaks deep into the back of my eyes and I want to throw up. It seems I am weak against things that resemble blood. No, I should say I am weak against blood itself. 8 years ago I had a near-death experience. I was in an accident where I was injured in the chest, and I teetered between life and death for days. I should have died instantly, but miraculously I survived. Maybe it's because of the great medical treatment. However, the injuries were so severe that I don't even remember the accident. 8 years ago when I was a child, I felt a thud pass right through the middle of my chest. Then I passed out. When I woke up, I was in a hospital bed. And all I could remember afterwards was the pain and the cold. I don't remember much of the accident, but even today the scar on my chest remains. I guess numerous fragments of glass pierced my chest, leaving bone-like scars there and in my back. Ouch. Actually, I was quite surprised at being saved. Ever since then, I frequently collapse from an amnesia-like dizziness and cause a lot of trouble for others. Maybe that's why my old man— Did somebody say old? I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna bother with you anymore.
Why? I love when you bother with me.
Shut up. Just please shut up. Just for now, okay? Don't ruin the moment.
Okay. Nobody loves me.
You shouldn't even be loved. I wasn't fit to be her Dono household, and entrusted me to our relatives. The wound on my chest, the huge scar in the middle of my chest, hidden from view by my uniform. Now that I think about it, after that accident was when I started to see those lines. I'm able to forget them, thanks to the glasses that Sensei gave me. I think I would have completely gone mad if I had never met her. Keiko-san, the person who had been my mother up until now, said when I left that the Togo household wasn't normal. No problem. I'm not a normal person myself. Adjusting my crooked glasses, I pick up my bag. I can't stay in the classroom forever. Now then. Get a hold of myself and head back to the mansion, or stay in school for a little longer. You know what? I'm gonna end this here. But not before I make my decision. I'm gonna stay in school for a little longer since I may meet with a beautiful, gorgeous female. As soon as I step out in the hallway, I run into a familiar face. We'll find out who this face is in the next episode. Hopefully, I will be able to save this time and not having to replay everything. But, yes. Thank you for watching, and if you like what you see, a like would be appreciated. Until next time, guys, see ya.